7286, 4,100 and something plus a couple of hundred videos that I did not upload. Over 4,000 videos. 40,000 minutes, right? 10 minutes average, is that what it is? 40,000 minutes. Let's say it's 60,000 minutes. 1,000 hours, 60,000 minutes. 1,000 hours of videos I have. 1,000 hours. A week is 168 hours. I have 1,000 hours of video. And I'm not talking about the news. I'm talking about my news. Only my news. An on-running 5-year book that started from page 1, sharing in September of 2010. I was sick like a dog. I didn't even know I was bow-wowing, running around because my ocean was loose. The Polar 5 moved. In 2005, my Polar moved. The gateway floods were open and 5 was gone. It was rushing from 1 all the way to 9. It was on an escape ape goat. Escape ape or goat. Whatever that means, could be in politics. 2005. What happened in 2005? 20 became 26. 00 became 66 in between. 66. 6 and 6, 12. 5 and 2, 7. 19 meets. B and E. They meet in 2005. This happened in May. 5 times 5 times 5, 125. They met at 288 in the month of May. 288 day of the years. If I can remember, it is 12 days after my birthday, so it would be October 16, 10, 16, 42. Anyways, 26 and 65 would be 6 and 2, 8, 6 and 5, 11. 1 and 1 is 2, 2 and 8. The cycle of the moon arrives in 2005. We're 10 years past that. We're 10 years after that. Now 1 has reached 10 for the first time. Then 1 will reach 10 for the second time. Because every time we reach 10, it's 1, 9, 10, 2, 8, 10, 3, 7, 10, 4, 6, 10. It's automatically 50. So every 10 years we jump 50. In 20 years we jump 100. In 30 years, in 40 years, we jump 200. In 50 years, we jump 250. In 100 years, it's 500. In 200 years, it's 1,000. 10 times 10 times 10. A complete rotation of the star of numbers. You gave it to me. I'm just reading its story. 1, 9 is 5, 404 away from 3, 5, and 7. 3.75 times 100 is 357. 357, right? Plus 357 is 100. Plus 3.75 plus 3.75 plus 3.75 equals to 360. Minus 3.75 equals 364.5. That's that middle day. 13 moons times 28 is 364. The 0.5 says we arrive at the switch point. We arrive in the middle, at the halfway point at the 5. 3645, right? 3, 4, 7, 5, and 6 is 11. 7, 11, we arrive at the gateway. LOVE, L3, O6, V4, E5, 3645, 99, we arrive at the gateway. We arrive at the gateway between Jupiter and Saturn. Saturn reverts to 93, 63, 3, 6, 18. 6, 4 equals 24, and 10, 34 equals 1. 1 spirit gateway between 1, 3, 6 and 1, 4, 5. 1 and 4, 1 and 6, the light, or 1 quarter light, because 1 and 4 equals to a quarter. 4 and 5, or 9 times 5 is a number system, equals to a face. Square face of 9, where 5 is the middle of 9. That's all it's telling you. It's telling you I'm only telling you the numbers. I can read you any story, but it's the truth. You show me any different, I'll show a word that doesn't say love right in its face. And at the same time, 6 and 5 is 11, 3 and 4 is 7. That says 1 Aleph. Aleph is 56, the gateway dollar. The only one missing is 1 and 2. 1 and 2 at 5 and 6 is 77. 4 and 3 is the direct polar. 2 and 5 and 1 and 6 are the polars of the other two. The only ones missing to 777. East-west gateway, 6 and 4 reverse to 2 and 8. It's one way or the other. Raphael, 7286. Painting a little orange outside. I'm painting the judge's chair. And I thought a long time over which stripes were going to work. And things smelt around here, and I'm always going back to white and black and white and black. And I really don't have that much white around the house, so I figured out. So I painted the chair white and black. And it was brown before, because it all came from the earth, of course. And what happened a little bit later is, got the orange, and I says, the circle of life, judge's chair, what better to circle it than the lion and the tiger, right? The lions and the likers. The liars and the likers, eh? Everybody likes it. Everybody loves you. Everybody hates you. They don't want to be your friend no more. They don't care anymore. The liars and the likers. His and hers. Hitler's. Baseball. Anybody got a dog? Oh my, we're gonna really crunch a dog. I mean, you can walk around the park and hear somebody say, I like to sink my teeth into a dog, eh? And there she'd be sitting right next to you. Uh-huh. Or talking to your buddy about something that's real hot, behind the street, and there's this real hot-looking one next to you. I'm off the subject, it seems like, right? Okay. Did I say all I had to say? Yeah, I'm gonna go out and finish painting the judge's chair, right? We have to make sure it doesn't always work out. Because if it always worked out, All the time we can take any risks we want. And the minute you start taking risks, the unbalance of judgment of the rest of them fix inside the equation and everything goes wrong. So either you do it towards what they call the hat. Do you know this feeding system, it doesn't shoot all the way in, it turns its way and goes in. It goes in and uses up the area because it was still called a twirling wind, like what happens in Kansas City. 70 and 35, highway meet 105, the hand of God, and 1.5 times 70 equals 35 and 70, the hand of God. Kansas City, KC, Nibiru, 11 and 3 out of the seventh game, out of the game of seventh game, which is the pool game, played to the tunes of gematria out of the piano. 3-1-3, touchdown, 6 in between connected together with 1 day of God and 3 days for the extra point between the two of the Y. The one stand holds up life because when the one splits here and the one splits above, you got twice as much. You got whatever is not used on the inside is extra on the inside between the two. You follow me? Touchdown, 613 laws of Moses, 365. 365, right down in the center. 365 in the center, right over there. See 365, 214, but now we can't work 7, 8, 9. The only one you want is 2, 3, 6, and then after 2, 3, 6, you use 4, 5, and 8. We block out 1, 7, and 9. Did you see what I just did? I never did that before, but I'm doing it now. I'm working on these 3 here. Then I'm going to work on these 3 here. Separating 9, 3, and 1, or separating 1, 7, and 9 with 3. So I'm separating these 2. So let's do it again. This one, these 3. And then I'm going to go these 3. If I do this one, and this one, and this one, I'm separating 1, 9, and 3. 7 is out. If I do this one, and this one, and this one, now 7 is out. This one, and this one, and this one. 3 is out. 3 and 7 is Nibiru apart. Everything is working these 3. So when you look at the swastika, everything is moving these 3 because these 2, okay, are the entrances to the building on each side. This is the corner of the building. But through this corner of the building, you can walk into the corner of the building and walk down the other way of the building. 2 meets 6. In between here and here, the area space between 2 and 6 is 4. What is happening here? It might be the underground rail system that we don't see. Whichever way we want to partake our shopping center, our square, the way we want to perceive with our own relation so we can understand to give it a meaning, why we are actually on the page of Mr. Tech-Fans. If we ain't going to do anything about it, then what sense is whatever he talks about going to make in our lives? Conjunction, junction, what's my function? Things have to work out. Everybody enjoys something different. I enjoy painting Pink Floyd's Another Brick on the Wall, the Twin Towers, the rabbit, the Clouseau. There's a nail in his head. You see the big nail with the man split. A couple of pictures. I wanted to see if I can design a dog because I've never did art before, so that's my first time I ever drew a dog. And then I saw the cross, and I saw it was pissing oil. And then I turned over here, and I saw the little dog and the little pumpkin. And then up over here is my polar bear. And then this is my little doggy with his finger saying, come here, come here. And here's the lady in the chair. She's got boobs. See, she's lying back. And then there's a bird on top of her with a beak in the front talking to her. And she's got the rail. And then over there is the walkway. See the walkway to the fiery pits. And there's the lake waters down below. After the water heats and boils, it runs out down to the shores, down to the shorelines. And out is Sleeping Man, the ram, unquiveling through the snake into the mountaintops, curling back over to the Rocky Mountains and all the trains of the tar pits, the mountain highs, the different solars. And then you think, into the ground went the carrots. Are these upside-down carrots? What did the carrots do? What did Bugs Bunny do? What color was Bugs Bunny? We must understand that because everything that I do in my art has to do with something in relation in life. In life, and if I see it as Bugs Bunny, then I say it's in Bugs Bunny. Can you see the bird right there? See the black where its wing is supposed to be? The dragon, the finger. There's a train up in the back. Somewhere along the wall, there's a train. See the train is right there, right at the bottom of the camera. It's hard to see it. Anyways, and then you have the floor, and that's your DNA grid. That is 144 blocks. Every time you see one of those circles, okay, it's circling 1 around 2. There's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 of them. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Let's say the painted house with a story behind it. Thank you for watching.